Hawking. 1. My expectations were reduced to zero when I was 21 years old. Everything from then on has been a bonus. 2. Limiting our attention to terrestrial things is the same as limiting human spirit. 3. People will not have time for you if you are always angry or complaining. 4. It is very important for me to write for children. 5. I noticed that even the person who claims everything is predetermined and that we cannot do anything to change it, take a look before they cross the street. 6. Now we are all connected to the internet, like the neurons that exist in the brains of giants. 7. God may exist, but science can explain the universe without the need for a creator. 8. My goal is simple. This is a complete understanding of the universe, why it exists and why it exists at all. 9. If you understand the universe, you control it, in a way. 10. We only have to look at ourselves to see how intelligent life can develop into something we do not want to encounter. 11. Work gives you meaning and purpose, life is empty without it. 12. In a world that is in political, social and environmental turmoil, how can the human race survive another 100 years? 13. Galileo, perhaps more than any other single person, was responsible for the birth of modern science. 14. The greatest achievement of mankind occurs by speaking, and its greatest failure is by not speaking. 15. I think of the brain as a computer that will stop working when its components fail. There is no heaven or afterlife to break up a computer, it is a fairy story for people who are afraid of the dark. 16. I think we have a good chance of surviving long enough to colonize the solar system. 17. I think computer viruses should count as life. I think it's saying something about human nature that the only life form we've created so far is purely destructive. We have created life in our own image. 18. There is nothing greater or older than the universe. 19. Keeping an active mind is very important to my survival, as is maintaining a sense of humor. 20. I want to know why the universe exists, why there is something bigger than nothing. 21. I do not think humanity will survive the next 1,000 years, unless we spread into space. 22. No one can resist the idea of a lame genius. 23. There is no way to rid the observer, us, of our perception of the world. 24. I have never been the best in school, but my classmates must have seen potential in me, because my nickname is Einstein. 25. There is no black hole in the sense of a regime from which light cannot escape to infinity. 26. No matter how difficult life is, there are always things you can do and succeed. 27. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to changes. 28. The past, like the future, is infinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. 29. Science can lift people out of poverty and cure diseases. That, in turn, will reduce civil unrest. 30. I am not afraid of death, but I am not in a hurry to die. First, I have so many wishes that I want to do. 31. I have so much I want to do. I hate wasting time. 32. I wanted to fly into space for many years, but never imagined it would actually happen. 33. I am just a child who has never grown up. I still keep asking these how and why questions. Occasionally, I come up with answers. 34. There is reason for cautious optimism that we may now be nearing the end of the search for the highest laws of nature. 35. Flight without gravity is the first step towards space travel. 36. The downside of my art is that I cannot go anywhere in the world without being recognized. It's not enough for me to wear sunglasses and a wig. The wheelchair gave me a chance. 37. If you believe in science, as I do, you believe that there are certain laws that are always obeyed. 38. Not only God plays dice, but he sometimes threw them where they couldn't be seen. 39. Even if it turns out that the passage of time is impossible, it is important that we understand why it is impossible. 40. Look at the stars and do not look down at your feet. Try to understand what you see, and ask about what makes the universe exist. Curious.